Welcome everyone. It's Enrico Janko, May 7th, 2018, 5:55 a.m. I am the signal powered by Team Alliance. As usual, we're on the charts. Seeing if a great trade happens to drop in our lap. Just early in our AM session, and in our AM session, it's necessary for us to keep absolute control of our discipline and patience because the AM session can be pretty erratic and cunning. So we have to be very careful, all right? So I'm just probably going to mute up for now. It's early. I know you guys don't need to hear me talking in your ear probably this early in the morning. So I'm going to mute up right now and just watch as you follow me. And we'll see if we catch a good trade. All right? Speak to you guys shortly. we look to be very careful in this region right here. Many people, many traders, obviously they would think that this is the time that the market will be shooting up. So we want to be more careful in this area, even though the theory of the market going up might be true. It's necessary for us to prove it, let the market prove it first. So it'd be imprudent to really just jump into a trade. So we just stay on the sideline and we wait patiently. And this type of market, stemming from yesterday's market, which would mean that it probably extend throughout the week, that we have an erratic market. So we want to be careful. So if we have no trade because it's erratic, it's no worries. We'll stay on the sideline, we'll keep money in our pocket, and we'll continue on our journey. All right? So we'll be careful. as we progress through the day, closer that we get to our 8 o'clock hour, more volume that the market will have in it. So moves that might look like they're not going anywhere could suddenly just start moving. So another dangerous time in the market. So it's always the best option to be ultra conservative when the market is moving in unexpected ways. Right? So we're going to be very careful. But we're only looking to win. Only looking to win. So let's bear with the market and let's continue to have patience. The fight going on right here that you don't want to be involved with. It looks like there might be it could be a possible change in the guard, but it also could just be an overshoot of what's been currently going on. Sort of like these, like an overshoot and then continues to do what it's been doing. So I like to let it make those decisions first, find out where it wants to go in life, and then I'll just follow along with it. All right, so I'll mute up so you won't hear me as usual this early in the morning. See around this area, you see there's a lot of turbulence, a lot of climatic stuff going on there, climatic events happening there, right? Somebody lost some money around there probably, I would believe. Great thing about the way that I like to trade, I am the signal powered by Team Alliance, of course. The way we like to trade is that we like to actually follow what's going on in the actual market, right? See this little fight going on right there. We're going to market defending the 35, 33 area. We'll watch that little bout happen. This little bout can determine a lot. This little small piece of action can determine a lot of what goes on in the market. Just to give any traders out there area of interest that I look right here, this area of interest, or this candle right here, this marks a point in the sand, kind of. So that's an area of interest when the market reaches that point. In that area, you might find a lot of demand, possibly, right? So again, this area of interest is a dangerous spot. So this whole box area right here becomes pretty a little dangerous, a little erratic movement, right? So if you're a trader and you're in this area, you got to be careful. You don't want to take anything. You want to make any assumptions. I don't want to make an assumption that this is the line that'll hold, right? I don't want to make that assumption, even though that might be true. You can't make that assumption. Most traders will make that assumption instead of waiting for some kind of confirmation. See what happens when you do that? And it's not true. Like this might be an overshoot, but it looks different from when this overshot over here, right? At this point, you're not even sure if this is an overshoot because at any point, demand could come in here and the price could start rising, right? Because this is a level area of interest. It's giving you little pieces of information on here. In case you were just wondering why I did not take trades or what was going on, that's the reason why. Enrico Janko, you are now with IMtheSIGNAL, powered by Team Alliance. Coming close to 7 o'clock, May 7th, 2018. Everybody wants to know the best time to take a trade. Enrico, when will you be taking your trade? Would I follow you? Well, I let the market pick the trades, and you just follow. That's the easiest way to put it. You get your access pass, and you hop on, and you just catch me on the screen when you catch me on the screen. Part of trading is being diligent, and it's a part of the responsibility I can't take away from yourself, the trader. You don't have to fret if you don't catch the trade every day. No worry. You still get at least 15%. And 15% for the week can change everything for you. All right? Market's at 35,336. Looks like 35, 34 line is the fight. It's in contention. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on this particular binary. Yep. Glad to have anyone and everyone with us on our journey. Hopefully you watch this space carefully. What might seem as just a couple of signals a day now eventually will be multiple signals, dozens of signals a day. I'm tasked with moving it forward to build a platform for just everyday people, blue-collar people interested in trading, to come and take great trades that are winners. Have an army behind me coming. Watch the space. We're still watching this area closely. Still watching it closely. Hopefully, a lot of you guys can get up early. We'll be able to get up here early in the morning. I guess before you go to your regular jobs, so forth, you'll be able to do a couple of trades. That's what we're looking at. See what's going on. There's about 2 minutes left in this particular option. You see the bears there. They're in control, right? They're in control. I don't know how confident they are, right? Might not be too much more supply at that level. Let's see. But, this probably could be a decent setup. 35, well, was it 35, 32, 1. All right, 19. Let me take a little peek at that. What's this on? Like I said, I don't like that area though, but probably perfect, good trade though. Market moving down. Let me see. 7. It's still moving down. 7. But 31.5. It was still moving down like I like. 5. Let's see. I just shot a working order there real quick. Yeah. We won't be getting in that one. It's past our price point, so we won't be getting in that one. But that's a nice trade right there. That is a nice trade. We'll get it next time. Intentionally didn't move too quick on it. Got news coming in at about 10 o'clock. Here goes, see, back into our area of contention right here. Our area of contention, right? As I said before, we might find demand in this area. And as we did find, we're finding some demand. What's going on right now, some of those bears are starting to take profits, right? They come in here, they start taking profits now. And if enough of them take profits, then some of the bulls that are on the sideline will start getting into the market, and the market will start moving upward. Right? Profits being taken here. So let's see how it goes. Coming up on 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, then Rico Janko. I am Signal. I'm powered by Team Alliance. I welcome every trader. May 7th, 2018. Highly energized to focus on this chart. Yeah, as you can see, the Bulls are having a hard time with that particular fight right now. All right. For you old school Forex guys, you see the retracement level, right? Got up to about the 50% retracement level. I know you guys like that. Old school. Bop, bop, bop. What do you mean, Bob? Your uniform? Sweatshirt. Sweater? That one? Bull's still showing some strength in a particular time. Must be some orders there. Profit taking going on. Probably not enough show of strength to really move the position into a bull position though. Doesn't look so anyway. Up this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the morning. Let's take a look at NADEX real quick. It's not any particular trade I want. It's anything I probably would have done, I don't know. I would have went 31 on it. 31 down. Let me just bring it up for you so you can take a look at it for yourself if you like. All right. So we can throw out 17. We got a good number in on that. I'm pretty surprised a little bit. I'm real surprised. Because of my surprise, I'm not moving on it. But I'm sort of surprised. But now I'm not after I see what's going on. Actually not. But I gotta watch out because we could get a ricochet down here. So you can't really mess with it yet. Right? You can always get a ricochet from there. You probably won't, but gotta be careful. Got to be careful right there. Right? So maybe on the next go around that might avail itself. It availed itself this particular time, but as it's my experience not to just go rushing in, being the first Indian in. You don't want to be a pioneer and to come down here and to take a sell down here, you will have to be kind of like a pioneer. You see what's happening right here? So we don't want to do that. You take any of those chances. See, because it's 7 o'clock in the morning, though there's volume is starting to come in the market, the full amount of volume is not in the market. So what can go on, you could still get companies and a certain level of manipulation in the market when there's not much volume in the market at early points. That's why it's a lot of times it's difficult to trade. When it's easy to trade, it's usually easy to trade at that time because the manipulation, whoever is the manipulator is not around. Put it like that at that time. But when that manipulator is around, it's very difficult to trade because the market is more erratic. Just little things I just find to be of help that most people don't know about because they're not in the market long enough. Not in the market long enough. I take less trades because I respect. I know I really know what can happen. I really know what can happen. I really know what can happen. So in these beginning times with IMtheSIGNAL, maybe we won't do thousands, it's hundreds of trades. We won't be getting back to back to back. But they will come. And as the service grows and my army grows, there'll be more of us here. Looks like those bulls right now got a little quiet, right? That whole situation is a little quiet right now. So we're still watching. My thought pattern right now is I'm not going to buy anything right now. I don't want to do any buys right now unless I'm all the way down here. And even then, all the way down here, I don't want to do that because this is an area where the market can really just drop. If we look at it, let's see something. Got potholes to be filled. Let's see. All right, so I'm looking for the market to actually do some more dropping. I'm looking for it to drop it some more. So I'm only looking for sales probably right now. Even though great buy offers will come up, I probably won't take them just because that's my mind frame right now. We got probably about a half an hour, 45 minutes left before the volume starts hitting the market. Hopefully we'll catch something soon. As I said, if not, no worries. We'll just put this ticket up. Let me see what it looks like. On a down trade, this is probably be a very valid trade right here for you too, right here. Most likely. 35, 32. Yeah. This would be a valid trade. I can't take it mentally right now. Just because of how the market is facing for me right now. Market is facing up for me, so it will go against my thoughts. But that's a good trade for you. That's why. See how it jumped up there? Even though it's still wanted, had that feeling coming along. Once again, this right here, this could be an overshoot, or it could be the start of something new. Right? All this level of area of contention right here. All this area of contention. That's why we're not in this. That's why we're not in this. Matter of fact, if I was to do any buying, right? Like I said, I'm not. But if I was to do any buying, my buying would probably start down here somewhere, right? Like to buy low, sell high. Same stuff. It's the same stuff. Same stuff, right? Look at that. See what I'm saying? The overshoot, right? Right? But this market stuff can be very, very simple for you, or you can make it difficult. Impatience makes it difficult. Looking at this area right here, see if the market continues to do what it's been doing, which is declining. As we said, it will decline, but this area right here is so small. It's like it's such a small area. You don't really want to mess with it. So when I sell, I'm probably going to sell from the area, a high area, right? I want to sell high, right? Even in what we do in binary options, I buy and I sell, I buy high, buy low, sell high still. Same difference. It's trading. We trade. So this area, even though I'm suspecting that when it gets down here that there'll be a lot of supply and the market will drop, right? That will have to prove itself first. So it might come and do it the first time, but then it'll have to do it again, before I believe the trade probably is valid for me. So just to set up my trade here, it might take, another 15, 20 minutes, depending on how it goes. Strong bulls, they fought them back all the way up there. I'm surprised there's even demand here. So anytime I'm surprised like that, it's cause for some pause. Pause for pause. You don't like surprises in the market. Let's just take a peek. Let's take a peek. Take a peek. Take a peek. Another one. See, this one is probably going to be pretty good for you. Right? Let's put one there. Right? I like to put a 17, so I get at least 15% on my money, right? Right? So this is pretty good for you right here. Let's see. Let me see when it goes down. 35, 33. So you're already a whole strike under there. So you was good. It was pretty good on there. You can't even get so good. You can't even get into that particular one anymore, right? You got 50 seconds. I like the 50-second mark most of the time. Let's see. 35, 32, 4. That's good. That's good. Look at that. This one dropped on us that quickly, right? 35, 2, 19, 18. All right, 18. What is it? That was a good one too. I really should have took that one. Actually, should have took that one. But like I said, I want things to kind of prove themselves first. I didn't really need the proof here because that's that area we talked about. So I didn't really need that proof. I could have actually took that one, right? But that's just me being overly cautious. I would need proof down here, right? But we'll see. Maybe it happens all again. I don't know. But that was a good one. That was a good one. Last week I would have just took that one for everyone. This week I think I want to be much more cautious. We had about 4 losses last week, just taking trades as they came, and I'm not really used to that. So as far as 4 losses, I'm used to taking trades as they come, but 4 losses in a week, wow, hurt my stomach. Stomach was hurting. Ridiculous. And literally my stomach was hurting. Take a shot of vinegar. Crazy. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we got going on. Got about under 4 minutes now, under 4 minutes. 7:14 in the morning, May 7th. If you got a pass, don't forget I'm here. I'm on for the majority of the day. The majority of the day I'll be on. Probably about 10 o'clock tonight. You ever come through and screen share is not on? It's probably because I'm downloading the previous session's video or something like that. So just come back. I'll be there. This is our area with that demand again. So maybe this demand gets sucked up and we're back to that same situation, kind of, in this area. So we'll see. We'll see. It's constantly changing because every time the candle occurs, there's new people on both sides of the market. This is, new people coming on both sides of the market. So at each candle, it needs to be assessed whether the supply or demand side is greater. We don't have anything to assess it with but the price in the candles. So any assessment that we do is late. It's late. The market makers and everyone else they already put their bids in, and their business is straight. They're selling their bids and everything for us now on the public market. So we're getting all this information late, and we have to assess it still correctly. And you see these bulls here. Not something I would particularly believe in yet. Not until it's about up here. And then if it gets up there, then they might have a little strength. Who knows? So just take a peek. Remember, I'm looking downward. I'm looking down, but right now the market is kind of facing up. So there's no trade for me. But I will go through the process. So, 35, but actually that was a trade because it ran away from 35 kind of quickly, huh? It ran away from that 35 kind of quickly. You got to look at things like that when it run away from that price like that. As a trader, I look at that immediately. All right, 25, 25, 20, 35, 32, 23. It took a nice little drop too quickly for us. Nice drop, just too quickly. It's right in that area. All right. And then it's playing the game. It's playing games. It took the drop, so now look at that. See, it's playing games. All right. Let's see what it did. All right, it stayed down there, so it was still all cool. But it's trying to turn around kind of quickly. More demand down there than I previously thought, which makes this even a little bit more tricky. But now it possibly could take a nice little drop. Let's see. Let's see. We don't know, but we'll see. And what I'm looking at is that we had the bulls in control. These bears came here, and these bulls came back. But I would expect them to do something. Maybe they're doing something now. If they don't do something here, then we might get back to what I was looking at. I like it to come back to what I like to look at. I'm looking for certain specifications. Specifications is the word? Specifications. It got to meet criteria. It's like when you're buying a special part. You got to read out the wrong part number, and if it's the incorrect part number, you get something that looks like what you want, but it doesn't quite fit, right? That'll be on now. I will in on this. I do too. I do want in on winning too. See over here now, looks like the Bears want to take control, right? But it's a little sketchy. So these rolls were sketchy. And it might be a little. It might sketch up again. So we just gotta wait. And the thing is, all the time that we're waiting, we're getting closer to the 7:30 hour where the market can start picking up erratically. Right? So in this session, I mean, we saw about, I would say, two good trades, two rather legitimate good trades, but they came at times where we couldn't just jump into them confidently. So, okay, okay, we're going to just to build our accounts slowly, slowly, but we're going to build them nonetheless. What's insane is what's going to be slow to us building our account is going to be super speed, supersonic speed for the average person. 35, 31, 1. Right? Probably get some. Oh, I was about to say you probably get some beers hopping off the sideline for that one. But let's see. Let's see what it looks like on this channel. 35. Let's look at it over here. Let me put my settings there. It's like a good one. Let's see what it does in the meantime. You won't see me go in there before the minute mark most of the time. I see no reason for me to take those chances. Okay, looks like the Bulls got a little extension, right? They got an extension. They got it all the way up to 34, which probably they got up to 34. They might push it to 35 then. Huh? Okay, okay. I mean, we could turn around on this because you see it has so much strength in it. But I won't turn it around. I don't do that. I just want to stick with what's my direction. And you got favorable pricing if you turn it around also. So on the other side of this is kind of like a good trade, right? Even if I went down, if I look now, where would I be looking at? I'd be only 3 micro pips, 1 micro pips. I guess not. See how dangerous life could be? Look, someone lost that. Guarantee you, someone lost that trade right there. Someone was in 35, 33, and they bought that. They bought that. And they might have stood on these charts for like an hour watching and decided to go into that particular trade. That's such a heartbreaker. Such a heartbreaker. Anytime you see something like that, that should solidify it for you. That should solidify it for you of how things how sketchy it could be really. That looked like that was going to win all the way for someone. Winner, winner. Right? Mm. Interesting area we're seeing is starting to flatten out a little bit. You see, this whole line was a fighting area. Like the squabble was going on. They was, putting up their dukes. The giants are fighting. You don't want to kind of be in between two giants just fighting. So we like to wait until after the fight, and then after the fight, the winner is sitting down eating, and we just pick crumbs out the giant's beard, and that's enough to fill us up. Let me see this small little railroad tracks going on right now. This is right before 7:30. People, other heavy money starting to look at the market too. I really wanted that trade from earlier when we first kind of got in this. I really wanted that one, but I just couldn't do that at that time. It wouldn't have been prudent. It wouldn't have been right for the client to jump in that, just to jump in that. Even though we would have won, but still. Decisions. I'm still waiting for this supply. I still think it's a lot of supply right here, more than the demand. So I was still waiting for this to drop some more. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to drop some more. Sometimes that's how you make your plan, you make your theory, and you just stick to it. Stick to it and gumption. Let's see what we got. 35.33. Right? 35.33 might be wide open. It's at 35.32 now. Right? Went back down to 1817. Right? What are we looking at? Yes, but it's still acting up for me. 35.22. So he took a little jump up there close to us, right? It's only 3 micropips away from us. We don't play with 2, 3 micropips because someone can sneeze at their desk and that is gone. That is gone. Someone sneezes at their desk and it's gone. See, it's already gone. We're already 3 micropips over. We can turn it around, but as I always say, I don't always think like that. Turning positions around, reversing what you thought in the beginning. You do that, you'll be indecisive in your trades and you'll lose. Better just to stay on the line and say this is not my trade and doesn't fit my criteria than to be indecisive at the time of entrance. At entry, you want to be solid. So you can go deep. You gotta really understand that. So even though that trade might still have won, it's not a good trade at this particular time. Even these little 1, 2, 3, 4, this little thing right here, even though it's not much to it, it's kind of strong for what they're doing at this time, right? It's strong for what they're doing at this time. They have the potential that it could just be a bunch of buy orders at someone's desk, and it will just ricochet up there. We can't take that chance. I'm hoping that's not the case, and This wants to drop, but it hasn't been doing that. Hey, man, what's going on, baby? You got to go? You come on, let me see. Let me see. I'm not like a nose really soon. You know, but you got plenty of other speakers you put on. But all right, it's all right. It's all right. We can do it today. Huh? I didn't say the pen. No, not the pens. You're all right, baby. You're all right. You're fine. You're fine. Make sure don't let it don't stop putting the pressure on them, Ken. You hear me? Make them teach you. Keep the pressure on them. Come. Don't let it, don't let it. Hey, it's kind of old. Hey, let me. Hey, need it, right? Oh, no. Yeah, put your phone away, baby, please. And call me. Call me at lunchtime. At your lunch. I'll be here. Okay. All right. Minute 52. Ooh, 35, 52, minute 40. Let's see. 33. Yes, I like the 33. And 33. 29, 3. What's this? 31 I'm looking at? Minute and 15. 28, 8. That's 8. 29. 29. Let me see what this does a little bit. 29, 3. I'm going to stay firm with it, though. I'm going to stay 10 till 29, 4. Let's see what it does. Yeah, Steve, why you did that? You made me look away. 29, 5. 29, 8. 29. See, this one is probably still good, though. I'm probably not, what, 35, 30, 31, 2. It's probably only get to 5, if that. You see? Yeah, it didn't even get to that. That's a no. See, I wanted it to do that, but it didn't do it when I wanted it to do it. See what I'm saying? It kind of did that little move up first, and then did the full what I wanted it to do. Excuse me. See, and it's still doing like that little jumping around. I wanted to just, now it did it. See how it just came down and now it just rested? You know what I'm saying? But now it found more demand and the price is moving again. But I wanted just to come down it gradually and then rest, and it didn't really do that. It will probably do that. I don't know. It got some time now because it did that. So, those are beautiful trades, though. Those are this is why I do it. This is why those are trades that I'm waiting for. Those are trades I'm waiting for, and those are only trades that I really want because that is the essence of this trading. Coming from the point of you only want to take trades that are high probability. You want to take the same trade over and over and over and over again, over and over again. So that's one of my favorites right there. One of my favorites. I love that. Love that trade. Always works. always works, right? So let's keep on going. I'm gonna wait a while. I want to give it about 10, 15 more minutes to see if the market actually gives us what we want. It has been giving us what we want, but the timing of it has been a little auspicious, right? So let's wait. We'll wait. I see some things I like. I see some things that can happen. We're gonna wait for them. Let me mute my mic real quick. I see the same situation, right? We watch this right here. This could be an overshoot, but this one could actually end up reversing everything. It could possibly, but we'll see. Let's see. Early on, we talked about this area right here, right? Underneath here now, all right? Underneath here, we might find a lot of supply, which could, really give a deep drop off, right? Remember? Knowing all of these little things like this are helpful in terms of what to expect. I expect certain things. See, there we go. I expect certain things to happen, so it makes it where all I have to do now is just time up my expectations to the events. Now, this is what I, wanted to happen also on this big drop right here. But you can't really get into this particular big drop right here just because it's just not a good thing to do, really, in binary options, just to try to jump into the drops like that. A lot of times something might abruptly happen or whatever, and the market could shift away. The market moves so much on this particular one anyway. It's not nothing there for us. But in any event, though, when this market does stop, it'll probably stop, and then I'll have to come back up here somewhere, right? That will form my new basis of what I want to do. So that's how I like to look at it. Took a little too much time to actually hit this mark, and like I said, here we go, right? Took a little too much time to actually hit the particular mark, so I'm gonna have to stop. I have to download the video real quick, and then I will be back. Be back about 45 minutes out. Be back on again at that particular time. Just want to download this video. Let's see what we got going on with this stuff. See that drop, bro? Market is unpredictable, but when you learn to read the context of what's going on, it's like a book. You read the book, you know what's going on. Or your soap operas. First day you get into a soap opera, you don't know who any of the characters are. You don't know what's going on. You give it a month, you know all their business. You know every character's business, and you're looking forward to them. So anyway, with this market. So. I'm pause up the video now. See you guys really shortly. Appreciate that you're on here with me. Like I said, never worry, never fret. We're just going to make money, all right? See you shortly.